Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Coming up this week, 2 lawsuits are filed against Disney for accidents on the People Mover. There are 2 new off-site hotels joining the ranks of official hotels of Walt Disney World. And we're going to talk about the current state of discounts available this summer, a follow-up to what I was talking about a few weeks ago. And we're going to do 1 or 2 things at the end of the show. We're going to talk about 5 reasons you might want to visit Walt Disney World before Galaxy's Edge opens, or we're going to do a song contest thing that John has come up with. We'll see. I know which one you want already, so we might as well just say it's going to be the song contest. But all that coming up next. From the Bob Marley Studio in Orlando, Florida, this is the Diz Unplugged. This is the Diz Unplugged, episode 1027 for the week of March 26th, 2019. The Diz Unplugged is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel, experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. Visit them on the web at www.dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. And by Dizboards.com. Join the more than 1.5 million Disney fans who plan their Disney vacations on our forums. You'll find advice for everything from theme parks, resorts, restaurants, Disney Vacation Club, Universal, and so much more. Head over to Dizboards.com and join in the conversation. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show, coming to you from the Bob Marley Studio here in Orlando, Florida. I'm your host, Pete Werner, joined to the table this week by my good friends, John Magi.
Hi, everybody.
Kevin Close.
Hi, everyone.
Steve Porter.
Hello.
Corey Martin.
I'm just happy to be here.
And back in the production nook, our producer, Craig Williams.
Hello.
Along with associate producer, Rhino Clavin.
Hello.
And the head of Corey Fiasconaro. Coming up in a Rhino space. Welcome to the show, everybody. We are actually pre-recorded today. You're seeing this tomorrow on Tuesday. Pre-recording today because most of the people in this room that aren't John, Kevin, or Steve are going to California in the morning. So we had to do this.
And Corey.
And Corey, that's right.
One of the Coreys.
One of the Coreys is not going to.
First.
Corey the first. Well, this is why I really think we have to take to calling him Fiasco, because it's going to be other Corey. It's going to be Corey and other Corey.
Corey Jr.?
Oh, God, no.
No, that's just...
Because then he becomes Corey Sr.
Little Corey?
Yeah.
Little Corey.
Lil
Corey. It'll have to be Lil Corey.
L-I-L, like Lil Wayne.
I think
Yeah.
you should change the spelling, and we'll do Corey with an I.
Corey.
Corey with a K.
Corey with a K.
So we're pre-recording the show. And, that's kind of important.
And we don't know what we're doing at the end of the show. How exciting.
It is. It's very exciting.
I'm on pins and needles.
Such a dude.
And there you go. Craig's first edit.
First edit.
No, he's leaving that in. Are you kidding?
Yeah, okay.
He's leaving that in. All right. In housekeeping, you know what, Craig? Let's go ahead and do the winner of the gift card.
Yes. Gosh, I already forgot her name. I did already choose it, and I told Rhino.
Describe her.
Did we hear from last week's?
I didn't hear from last week, so that's a good point, and I have it on my computer. I will remember her name. Oh, my gosh.
Can we guess? Can we just start guessing?
I feel like I remember.
Who's in the chat room right now? Oh, wait, no one.
Do charades. Do charades.
Now, this week's winner is, I do remember it now. I found it here. It is Nicole Sack. And Nicole Sack wants to try out the African Lodge candles. So.
And she would do very well to do that, because that is one of my all-time favorites.
Well, and now she will be able to try out an African Lodge.
Nicole and other woman who won last week, podcast at disunplug.com, identify yourself, and we can get you your gift card.
Congratulations, Nicole. It's cool.
And other woman whose name we
I
forgot.
congratulated her last time. She's dead to me now. I'm over it.
I saved it on the other computer that's not currently open right now.
Okay, we've lost interest.
Yeah, we moved on. So I think we'll do something different today. I don't know. What do you think, Craig? Do something different, because I got 2 more of these gift cards to give away.
Cool. Let's go for it.
What should we do?
I'm on board. Put me on the spot there.
Steve, what should we do? That's a great idea.
It's hard if there's not anybody in chat. You know, we could.
Yeah, what should we do?
You don't want to do the same thing as last time?
No, let's do something different.
Can we come back to this? I'm bad on the spot.
All right, at the end of news, by the end of the news cycle,
Okay.
news stories,
There we go.
Steve will have an idea for how we're going to give away these last two that we have. I want to give them away this week. I want to give both of them.
Pins and needles things come in.
I know.
It's all pins and needles, right?
More excitement.
Wait, you have 2 that you're giving away?
I want to give 2 more. I have 2 more to give away at that I want to give away this week.
Well, how about
Because we're doing something completely different starting next month.
Do you want it involving
How about they
YouTube
guess?
comments?
How about they guess the 2 you want to give away? You have 2 you've decided
No,
already?
these are gift cards.
Oh, gift
These are
cards.
gift cards, Corey.
Oh, damn it.
These are gift cards. Very, very good. That was a good try.
Well, I was at Mardi Gras.
That was a good try.
The week before last.
A
Still
for effort.
recuperating.
How about the 2 with the highest amount of thumbs up on the candle scent that they like in the YouTube comments?
Huh?
Not random, but the person that gets the most thumbs up on their YouTube comment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
I'm looking
I think Pete was looking for something a little more,
Not YouTube comment based?
a little more different. So,
All right.
well, why don't we pick it
I'll
up
think
after
on it.
news, like we
All right.
said? This is
All right.
getting into
And that is the show, everybody.
Yeah, we are so prepared for you folks today, as you can tell.
Even I haven't hosted a show this bad. I just wanted to go on record as saying that.
I will point out that I have once. The last
have.
time I hosted,
Yeah, you have, that's for sure.
we talked for 6 minutes about Doritos
Ooh,
and Taco Bell.
I am just having some fun. I am just having some fun. Yeah, and the reason being, I want to give these last 2 out because starting next month, we're going to be giving away subscriptions to the Magic Candle Company. He sends out subscription boxes with, I think it's an 8 ounce.
3 and 12 months or something?
Well, I'm saying he sends out a subscription box that has, I think it's an 8 ounce candle, a 4 ounce candle, and a room spray, all of different fragrances. That's pretty cool. So we're going to be giving away some of those next month. So I want to get these $25 gift cards that I have cleared out. So Steve will think of something by the end of news. And if he doesn't, well, we'll just fire him. Anything else for housekeeping?
Oh, yes. So I just wanted to let Patreon supporters know that the Q&A with Pete's mother, as of the publishing of this video, is on the site.
Apparently someone whistled at your mother.
That was
I'm going to
Madeline.
tell you something. She was so nervous. We stayed at Boulder Ridge. It was my first stay as a DVC member, and I wanted Mom there. But we vlogged a lot of it, so we reviewed the room and we did some stuff and went and did the dining package over at the Wave and up to Top of the World at Bay Lake Tower to see the fireworks. And we went out in a pontoon boat. We had a really great time. And Mom was so nervous. I gotta tell you, she was awesome. Awesome. And then exclusive for our Patreon supporters, we did a Q&A. So a couple weeks ago, I'd asked them to submit questions for Mom. And, she was great.
Were they like personal questions? Like, what was Pete like as a kid?
Yeah,
That's what I was
course.
wondering. Yeah,
Of course, yeah. There was a few of those, but I changed. I think we got like 40 or 50 questions. I narrowed it down to 10, so it was 10 questions for Pete's mom, and she did awesome. I was so proud of her. So that's up on Patreon.
That's up now, so that's accessible now. And then later this week will be another one of your solo shows too.
Yep.
And those are both available in the $10 and up tier. So, yeah.
Do another one with Miss Madeline where she feeds you food you hate.
Oh, that could be ugly.
Oh man.
That could be ugly. I got to tell you, we took a little walk by the cabins at Copper Creek because that's where we're staying for the Dream's 20th. Honestly, I've never seen her get so excited. She like, oh, I can't wait. Oh, those look amazing. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay, good. I scored one there.
Cool beans.
So she's real excited about that. So if you're coming to the Dream's 20th, you'll have a chance to meet Mom. She shows up for everything. And How are we doing on the 20th?
We're doing great.
Now, what do you think we should do with those gift cards?
Now,
It's come along great. As I mentioned last part, actually, this is my housekeeping. As I mentioned last week, we're now taking auction items for our silent auction. We have a form we'd like you to fill out, submit your items, and send them to Teresa, and we'll get those in the silent auction. And that'll be a hand bid auction. Folks at home can participate in it. You don't have to show up to be part of the auction to help us raise money. So that's really cool. And then everything else is plugging along. Unfortunately, what happens is we're in this state where it's too early for us to do anything really with Disney. So we're kind of, we're waiting until a little bit later, and then we'll finalize some stuff. But all the information's out there.
Now, while our party at Pandora World of Avatar is sold out, we are full up for that. You can still register to attend the weekend events. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the parks. We're doing the show on Sunday.
On Sunday, yep.
So we'll be doing a live show on Sunday with an audience. Normally what happens during these is every member of the team sponsors some kind of meet, and we do something, and we usually parlay that into raising money for Give Kids the World. So there's a lot of fun to be had, a lot of dizzers, over 1,000 people registered now to come. So I don't want people to think when we say the party is sold out that means the entire weekend is sold out. It's not. Still a lot to do. So where do they go to register?
If you want to, you can go to the Disboards, disboards.com, and look at the podcast board, and the very top thread, I think it's still at the top, is all the information about the event, the weekend, the party, the live show. Just read through it, and that'll have links to where to sign up. But in the show notes page, we'll also give you the sign up form for the event, and also the link for how to get your items submitted for the auction.
And there you go.
A lot of good stuff coming up.
Very excited. Very excited. It'll be a great weekend. So what else do we have? A housekeeping? Anything?
The winner last week was Carrie Holstrom. So get in touch with me, Carrie. Craig at DisneyInfo.com.
That's the meal I have between lunch and dinner.
Yes,
Linner.
it's also
Linner.
mine sometimes too.
Your phone is making all sorts of noises, Kevin.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's whistling at my mother. Bells are going off. Anything else? Housekeeping? All right, John. Let's get started with the news.
Our first news story. 2 lawsuits filed against Disney for people-mover-related injuries. 2 separate lawsuits were filed in Orange County Circuit Court due to alleged injuries sustained after carts crashed into each other on the People Mover at Walt Disney World. According to the Orlando Sentinel, the pair of lawsuits are seeking more than $15,000 in damages. The first lawsuit was filed in February and related to an incident in 2015 when a New Jersey family was vacationing at Walt Disney World. At what point during the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover trip, the ride vehicle passes through a dark tunnel directly below Space Mountain. It was here that the alleged incident took place. The Trigadigdo family say their car came to an abrupt stop. The lawsuit states that, quote, it was struck from behind by a trailing cart and accuses the attraction of being dangerous and a concealed trap. Their attorneys claim the cost of medical bills for 2 orthopedic surgeries related to the incident, which did not eject anyone from the car but did lead to severe injuries, was $175,000. The second suit relates to a similar story from February 2017 and was just filed March 1st of this year. New York resident Christy Diasasso was vacationing on a girls' trip when the accident took place. She says her ride car only made it 100 yards along its course before stopping and being hit from behind. Her lawsuit says, quote, the injury is permanent within a reasonable degree of medical probability, and she will continue to suffer the losses in her future. Her shoulders and neck were affected, and she underwent surgery for a herniated disc. Along with other Orlando theme parks, in order to avoid major inspection, Walt Disney World discloses any injuries of the state which involve a hospital stay of over 24 hours or death. None of the injuries related to these lawsuits were disclosed on the state reports. Attorneys for both lawsuits says they are trying to determine what changes Disney made to the People Mover after a previous 2017 lawsuit was settled, which claimed a similar occurrence involving 2 sisters and 2 children back in January of 2015.
Is there a rash of these cars crashing into each other?
Yeah, well, okay. So working in Tomorrowland, I know that during my college program, they had to change the ride spiel when the ride goes down. It used to just be the ride's about to restart or whatever, but now it's and then they've added vehicle bumping may occur.
Brace yourself. Yeah.
And sometimes when these People Mover cars hit each other, I've seen them just kind of bump together, but I've also seen them crash together, and it's not always just like
because those
bumper cars.
They do move at a pretty decent clip in certain parts of that attraction, right? I mean, especially when you're first coming out of when you first get on, you accelerate pretty quick.
Yeah, so if that second lady was saying that it was only 100 yards in, it could have been,
because that I could see doing damage. That I could see if you got hit at that. If your car was stopped, another car was coming at you at that speed, I could see that causing.
I guess I always thought they were spaced out, and they, you can unhook them. I never thought they could hit each other.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a physical braking mechanism. It's all done with magnets. So the magnets propel you and slow you down. So if something happens to the magnet, there's nothing to slow you down.
Is that magnetic track?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. So, but I've been on when it's bumped before, and I mean it's one of those things like you go on bumper cars and you're prepared to get bumped around, so you don't really think about it that much. But on something like this, when you're not expecting it, it's kind of like when you get rear-ended at a stop sign and you're wondering why the person that hit you didn't actually stop. It's kind of like, I mean, not as violent most of the time, but it's always going to take you by surprise. And if you're in a weird kind of sitting position, it could easily hurt your back.
Yeah, and
neck.
most of the time you're not looking for, like if you're sitting in the back seat, you're not looking forward. You're kind of looking to the side. You're looking at what's around you. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's I don't have any doubt that people actually could have been slightly injured on it. So it's
one lady said she had surgery for a herniated disc. I mean that's not a small thing.
No, it's not. And you're telling me there's a history of it.
I mean, yeah, it happens. I mean, enough to the point where they had to change the restarting spiel.
So yeah, that's.
We need airbags.
Or maybe cars that don't crash into each other.
Really?
Maybe we can start there.
I want to see every time it goes down. I just want to see inflatable airbags shoot out just in case.
My concern is that if they did a super long refurbishment, that with the history of the People Mover in Disneyland, that maybe went down for too long.
God forbid.
That's some of the comments on one of the stories out there is that people are like, this is it. They'll remove it like they did in Disneyland.
Well, that was a different reason.
But they're saying that this is going to be the impetus for them to remove it.
Oh, I hope not. No, that would be awful.
Put like bumper shocks on them. That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. An airbag. Have airbags shoot out.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the car.
Yeah, there'll be the airbags under your seat. They'll deploy and you shoot
out the center floor.
Or they should try to hit each other on purpose and make that part of the ride.
Yeah.
That'd be exciting, right?
Oh, well, I think maybe not for some people.
Well, they're babies.
I like that I like that the People Mover is one of those attractions that is, it's slow moving. I don't have to deal with any stress, and it's actually a really relaxing but entertaining ride. So I would hate to see them ever get rid of it. I think, God forbid.
Yeah, I don't see them getting rid of it for something like this. I mean, it happens with anything. It's look at Pirates of the Caribbean and It's a Small World. I bet it very often.
If I'm not hit in the back by another boat, I'm surprised.
Well, you have stuff like that, and then you have the idiots who constantly put their hands down in the water, and that they get their hands crushed. Yeah, and it's like,
right.
So are they going to put us in like a PeopleMobile pirate's boat with glass surrounding all around just to keep people from not putting their hands out? Like,
one way to stay dry.
At some point, you just have to accept that accidents can happen from time to time.
And that's, with the accidents we're talking about here, it's one thing. I mean, these people weren't doing anything stupid. They just got
allegedly.
hit. Allegedly.
Yeah.
But I don't imagine there was anything they could have done that would have caused another car to hit them. But now, when you're talking about Splash Mountain and people losing fingers because they're putting their hands in the water, well, there should be something that says, hey, got what you deserved. If you're stupid enough to do that, you got what you deserved. But I don't think this falls into that category. At least not from what we're...
Unless they were like standing up or something when they got hit. That would be...
I think that's what I meant. I don't know all the details.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you told to remain seated?
Yeah.
So if you're not doing that, and I'm not saying that these people are, I'm just
Yeah,
suggesting
there's no
that
suggestion in this that they were,
well,
standing.
it happened in a dark death trap. What did they call it? It was a dark hidden trap.
It makes it sound like they were lured there.
Right.
Yeah, like with candy.
Yeah.
Don't go to a
Candy
second
and a
location.
clown.
A concealed trap is what they call it.
Concealed trap.
It's a trap.
The ride took me to the second location.
All right, our next news story. Orlando's Bonnet Creek Hilton and Waldorf Astoria become official Walt Disney World hotel partners with benefits. Like friends with
Like friends with benefits.
Guess who booked
Get a room.
Guess who booked a Walt Disney World vacation package at the Hilton Orlando Bonnet Creek or Waldorf Astoria Orlando can now link their hotel reservation on My Disney Experience, and with a linked valid theme park ticket, these guests can utilize a 60-day booking window for FastPass Plus selections. Guests staying at these hotels with valid Walt Disney World theme park admission will also have access to extra magic hours. Guests staying at these hotels must present an official voucher, which they may obtain at the hotel, and a valid theme park ticket to take advantage of the extra magic hours. These hotel benefits are available now through December 31st, 2019, and are subject to change without notice. So good for people staying there. I mean, these are great hotels anyway.
Fantastic hotels.
If I was coming to Disney World as a hotel guest, I live a half hour away. I don't stay in hotels at Disney World unless we're working on something. I would stay at the Waldorf.
The Waldorf's a phenomenal hotel. But I think it scares a lot of people when they go and they look. They hear that name Waldorf, and they're just not even going to consider it. And you're really missing an amazing opportunity because, like all hotels, and I've said this in the show before, the number of people that have come back to me and said, thank you for mentioning that because I got a room at the Waldorf cheaper than it was at the Hilton.
Yeah.
The Hilton is the one that fills up first. As it fills up, the price goes up. The Waldorf suffers from that, oh, God, it's the Waldorf.
Right.
I can't afford that. Check the prices for that hotel for the dates you're looking at. And I would even argue, especially now that you are getting official, quote-unquote, hotel benefits
Good neighbor hotel.
from this, I would consider the Waldorf an alternative to most of the deluxe resorts on Disney property. It will almost certainly be less, and you'll understand the reason why in a few minutes when I talk about what I'm seeing right now in terms of the summer. But I agree. I think the Waldorf is a stunning, stunning property.
Yeah, it is. And Julie and I stayed there a few years ago, and the exact same thing. The price of the Waldorf was cheaper than the Hilton. And
Happens
it has
all
one of
the
our.
time.
I know you guys love that too. The Bull and Bear restaurant. I think we ate there
Favorite
like every
restaurant.
night.
I think they have a beautiful pool area.
They do.
Sorry.
And you're welcome to go back and forth.
Right.
They,
Through the convention
the
center.
reciprocal
Connects, yeah.
to the two hotels. You're welcome to use either pool.
I will say though that for like business people that stay at Hilton's a lot, they can use their points at.
Yeah, those are Hilton properties. So
Yeah.
yes, your Hilton honors points accrue there and can be used there. But obviously at the Waldorf, it's more points than it is.
And this is just, they know they're going to have hotel issues once Galaxy's Edge opens. They know they're going to have availability issues. So the more rooms they can put people in, the better. So
The other thing is the Waldorf is aware that they're a resort hotel in Orlando. So it's not a stuffy
right.
business hotel. They're-
That was one of the first things I know, because when they said they were building a Waldorf here, I'm thinking, of course, the Waldorf in New York, which is very dark and very clubby, in that old man club type, the wood.
dark woods, cranberry
and-
colored leather.
Yes, it's all. Oh my God! Just looking at some of the prices for this thing we're gonna talk about next. I'm like, what are they? How is that? They can't do that, and they didn't. They took that
it's
that elegance of the Waldorf, but they made it fit Florida, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I agree, 1,000%.
And the rooms are really well appointed. I think their housekeeping has always been a challenge for me. The rooms tend to be dusty. I don't know. I haven't stayed there in a while to review it, so I don't know. But the last 2 reviews I did there, last time I stayed there was about a year and a half ago. I had the exact same problem. There was about 2 inches of dust on top of everything that you could put your arm up and reach across on. So
The Hilton's probably better for families, though. But Julie and I stayed there by ourselves at the Waldorf. But if we stayed with Ferris and Finley, we'd probably stay at the Hilton.
but
Just
you get to use the amenities over at
it's a
the
hike.
Hilton.
Yeah, I mean it's for Ferris.
Yeah.
The Hilton has that great lazy river
Exactly.
whole
Yeah.
area. It's really awesome. I'm gonna say something I forgot. Oh, some of the rooms at both of these hotels, you can have incredible views.
Oh yeah.
You can see all 4
Fireworks.
theme parks
Yeah.
from these hotel rooms.
We have friends who have stayed there on their anniversary, and they had a beautiful room with a huge balcony, and we watched the fireworks from all everywhere. It's the hotel I would choose to stay in.
Okay, I think I'm going to end up booking a resort review because the prices I'm looking at are unbelievable.
All right. Go ahead, Pete. You do
All
the
right.
last news
So,
story.
a couple weeks ago, I was talking about the kind of discounts that were available throughout the summer. The summer sun and fun offer that Disney is still promoting, by the way. But if you're not, as of now, if you are not an annual pass holder or Florida resident, you're not getting it. That discount has disappeared through the summer, where I was finding availability under that plan without annual pass or Florida resident all the way through summer, all the way through July, all the way through August, including the week that Galaxy's Edge opened up. Suddenly, that offer is gone. And the only offer still in existence right now is the Sun and Fun, but for annual pass holders and for Florida residents. And so I look at, where was it? I just had it here. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I'm looking at, and it dries up the last day of June. If you're in that category, pass holder or Florida resident, it dries up the last day of June, starting July 1st, going through the rest of the year. Everything is rack rate. Everything is rack rate. Now, here's the thing: they are complaining about how soft their summer is. And I'm telling you right now, summer did not fill up because of Star Wars. Summer did, or maybe it did. Maybe it did. Maybe people are saying, I want to get there before Star Wars. But you're not telling me that they've done so well in the last 2 weeks that they just pull in this discount. But under the pass holder Sun and Fun offer for the week of June 16th through the 22nd, the rack rate $421 at Art of Animation, $295. All-Star Sports for $125. Looking for the good ones. Grand Floridian, instead of $789, $473. So there are some in June, but in July, as of July 1st, they revert to rack rate. So we're just talking about the Waldorf. And I just want to be clear, we have no relationship with the Waldorf, none whatsoever. So I'm not hawking them here. But I'm looking at a deluxe room, 2 queen beds, standard rate right now, $259 a night. Okay, and that is for that. This is actually for July, which is normally an even higher priced. But let me change that to be the same dates as I was just looking at. I thought they were. But we'll look at that same week in June, if this thing will cooperate. Look at June 23rd through the 29th. What did I say it was? 16th through the 23rd?
Sure.
Shut up. 16th through the 22nd. So I'm going to do that. Sorry. I thought I had this done, but I didn't. 16th through the 22nd at the Waldorf, where you can get the Sun and Fun rate at the Grand Floridian. Yeah, $259 a night for a standard room. That's probably going to be for a deluxe room. 2 queen beds. Now, but here's the kicker that I'm just noticing. Plus $45 per night charge for the resort fee.
There is a resort fee, yes.
Resort fee. So you're still talking about $300 a night there.
Cucumber water in the lobby.
And you're talking about Beach Club, same week with the Sun and Fun for pass holders, $477, Polynesian $723, Grand Floridian $473. That's actually a really good price for the Grand. Most other hotels are sold out. So for that package. So I think maybe, I don't know, maybe there has been a run on hotel rooms for the summer. I think it's more likely. We pointed out that they were showing their belly by running this discount through summer, and that their summer was weak.
Or maybe they've decided now their focus is it's too late to do summer. It's March.
It's too late to do what?
It's too late to fill anymore in summer to really go aggressively advertising for summer.
We've seen them push hard in April and May to short
Saying
their summer.
maybe the deal is this: let's just put everything behind Galaxy's Edge.
But this is a larger discussion here. Is that from July 1st now, whereas it had been September 1st the last time we talked about it. Now from July 1st through the end of December, unless they release another offer, which I'm being told they're not going to, everything is rack rate for the first time in I can't tell you how long. So do we think Star Wars is going to justify that? Do we think that Disney's going to be able to get that, be able to offer rack rate through the end of the year without offering any specials on the strength of Star Wars?
Absolutely.
Really?
100%.
I don't think they are.
I think so.
I think they are.
I think they think they are. I don't think they are, though, because what I'm hearing from just, again, it's anecdotal, it's not a scientific survey, but what we're hearing from every corner that we pay attention to. Too crowded, I'm waiting till next year. I'm going to wait till this calms down. I don't want to be there with all these crowds. It's just the constant drumbeat.
Here's a question, though. Do you think that is our circle that we're hearing that from?
It may be the echo
Star
chamber.
Wars people that haven't ever been Disney people that are going to be coming that are
Yes.
not part of that
It's
circle?
entirely possible.
I also think there's that, people like to say that, oh, it's going to be too crowded, I'm not going to go. But I think people are going to crack. People are going to want to be here, be some of the first to experience it, to be a part of it.
I know I am.
Hey, look at Toy Story. I mean,
But I think, here's the thing. Yeah, we're talking, Star Wars is not going to be successful on the back, this new land is not going to be successful on the back of diehard Star Wars fans any more than Harry Potter was on the back of diehard Harry Potter fans. If they're not getting people, I'm not going to say like you, Kevin, because you're like anti-Star Wars, but if they're not getting just the casual, oh, it'd be cool to see, but I really don't care, which I think makes up the majority of people that come to Walt Disney World. I think if they're not getting that, they're going to have a problem. I think they will, but I think for these first few months, I think that they're not going to see the bump that they're anticipating. Because I think there is some
lines to get into
backlash.
Harry Potter when it first opened?
And that's going to happen here, too. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about. When it first opens, yes, it's going to be very crowded. No question about it.
You're saying like 3 and 4 months.
I'm
now.
talking about a month later, 2 months later. Are the level of crowds going to be what they thought? Or is it going to be less because people are saying, yeah, I'm going to hold off? Because imagine when this opens, what is going to be on the news? What is going to be on every website that deals with this topic? You're going to see pictures of crowds.
Isn't one of the rides not open? Going to be open when it first
Yeah,
opens?
Rise of the Resistance will not be open when it opens.
That's what I
the Millennium
that was the name of
Falcon.
it.
The Millennium Falcon ride, Smuggler's Run, is going to be open. They're having
I used to go to a
technical.
bar called that.
What's the date it's set to open again?
It is May
August
31st. May 31st in Disneyland. August 29th here in Orlando.
August 29th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, I was just looking on DTA and they
That's DisneyTravelAgents.com.
Oh, okay.
For those who don't know what DTA is.
And I just saw a flyer for 6 nights, 7 days at Walt Disney World for $102 per person per day for a family of 4. Total price is $28.56. Sample price is based on 2 adults, 1 junior, 1 child.
What's the date?
Most arrivals August 17th through September 23rd.
Good luck finding them.
November 9th through November 14th, and November 30th through December 4th.
Okay, I'll tell you now, when I'm looking at those dates, when I'm looking at these various dates, because when you go in, like the first thing it shows you when you're looking are the rack rates. Then when you go in, it shows you any available special offers that would apply to those dates, and you can select that and see what they would be.
Does that
When I
offer
look at-
have a name? Is there a name on that offer?
It must be their.
It's
new
the we're
promotion.
lying to
That's
you?
the power of magic. Maybe that's their new promo they're coming out with. It's all called. That's the power.
Well, it's possible they've come out with something new and it hasn't been loaded.
Yeah.
What's the book by date?
I'm not seeing a book by date on this.
Then they're just saying that the cheapest room we have available during those dates would fit into this category.
That's
Yeah,
that
I'm
from.
not
That's the
seeing-
from number.
Yeah,
That's the from. I'm not seeing
So
that.
you're talking about $102 a person or $400 a night per night, right? $400 a night, including your tickets. Not hard to do that. Was that 5 days, 4 nights?
6. It was
6-5. So
6 nights, 7 day.
6 nights, 7
102
days.
per person per day.
So
For a
you're
family of
talking
4.
about
20
for a family of 4, 400.
$28.56. That's not bad.
It's not. It's
It's
not
an
bad.
all-star. Yeah, but
But if you can find it.
right.
Then let's get into what exactly is the ticket you're getting. You know,
What was the
there's a-
November date again?
Let me pull it back up. It was November 9th through the 14th, and then November 30th through December 4th.
I want to see November 9th through the 14th, which is not 7 days, 6 nights, by the way.
Well, that might be your start date.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
your
have to
start
finish.
date.
You don't have to finish your trip.
True.
I bet you get to be like a dishwasher or something with this deal.
You have to work a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's
I'm
also
saying at All Star.
You have to work.
All-Star, and there's also another one, same dates for $149, but this includes the quick service dining plan. $141 per person.
Well, I'm
down.
telling you right now, this is not showing any discounts available for those dates. And I would see them. They would be right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, interesting.
You know, so I don't know whether I don't book these. You would know better than I do how these work, but
Yeah. I haven't seen that offer. I don't even know.
I just saw it.
It might have been just loaded, or we might get
now.
We might get a notice.
so it might be
today.
coming.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought it was interesting today when I started because I was going to do a little update on that, and I went and looked today. I'm like, oh, look at that! Sun and Fun offer's gone. It's completely gone, except for pass holders and Florida residents. So I'll keep an eye on this. We'll have updates as we go, but very interesting to me that offer disappeared. So, all right, that will do it for the news portion. Let's go ahead on to rapid fire, and we'll start with you, Johnny.
All right, my rapid fire. Disney water parks to launch Splash Pack Bundle Pilot on March 26th.
Say that
Is
fast.
that like when you're having a stroke?
I know, I'm telling you. Beginning March 26th, as a 6-week pilot, guests will have the option to purchase all their water park necessities in an easy and convenient way. The new bundle will include a food and beverage entree, a dessert, a refillable drink mug, and a Disney-themed souvenir towel. You'll receive what I just mentioned, and the price is $44 per person plus tax. And it does not have a children's pricing on it, so I assume that's for everybody in your party, regardless of age. You can purchase it from March 26th through May 9th, and you have to go inside the water park at select locations to purchase it. So, you're prepaying for stuff.
Well, I know how
basically
much
what
you
you're
love the
doing.
water parks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So You're there all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a terrible price. Honestly.
It's not a horrible price for what you get, and I just think you're just prepaying for what you get. It seems strange to me, but
like why? It's weird. Maybe they need people to buy towels or something. It's like a weird thing.
They have extra
Where's
towels.
the summer soft? Let's push the towels.
exactly. So if you're around and you want to do it. Have fun.
All right. Thank you, John.
I'm sure there are some of you out there who know this already, and you're already putting up your decorations. But March 28th is National Food on a Stick Day. So if we're interrupting your shopping.
The Dreams offices are closed. Just anybody who wants to do anything.
Really, the post office.
The post office.
Paddlefish is celebrating National Food on a Stick Day on March 28th. It begins at 6:30. The menu consists of the lobster corn dog. He told me before how good they were, and now he didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, I'm listening. They are
Chicken
good.
satay with peanut sauce, lamb shish kebab with a tzatziki, and steak bruschetta with salsa roja, and shrimp and scallop spadino with lemon and olive oil. And it's on
sticks.
Now,
all on sticks.
does it count like if you eat your food with sticks, like sushi?
It's going to come on a stick,
should,
and how
right?
you eat it once you get it is up to you.
It's like
Everybody has a holiday tradition.
They say, like,
If you do it at your house with sticks, go for it.
like any other religion, how you celebrate is your business.
You do you
I'm gonna try.
on National Food on a Stick Day.
I'm a sushi with one stick.
All of this, it's on the top level of paddlefish, and all of this can be had at the amazing price of $80 a person.
I hate that.
And I got to tell you something. I've had such bad experiences with paddlefish lately. If they were giving me $80, I wouldn't go.
I don't think I've ever.
But
had a
it's
good
food on
experience
a
in
stick.
I just remember at the media event, I remember eating a lobster corn dogs, and they were awesome.
Yeah, at the media event, the food was great.
Yeah.
And even like their opening night, the food was great once it finally got to the table after 2 hours. After that, appetizers and desserts were excellent. Main courses were awful. Awful.
This is $80 a person.
Is it as
How much food on a stick can you eat?
Is it
Well, have you seen him eat?
What?
unlimited sticks?
I didn't get that far.
You have to use the same one. Yeah.
It's like fondue.
That's the gift you get when you leave is the stick.
You get your own stick for next year. I did not know there was a National Food
The
on a
only
Stick
person that can do an all-you-can-eat for $80 and really get his money's worth is sitting next to me over here.
We went to that restaurant. What's the restaurant on I Drive where you can eat all? They yelled
Texas Day Brazil.
Texas Day Brazil.
They
and
made Corey stop.
they made faces at him.
They did. They told Corey he had a lot.
Yep, it's
They're
they've
like,
never
there's
seen.
a red side to that thing, right?
It's all you can eat, not you eat all. That's what they
You've
told
never
us.
seen a human being consume so much food
He's
in your
hollow.
life, and like on a cruise when there's no filter. This guy he will
Craig's
order.
doing good. Craig's
how
doing
many?
good.
How many orders of escargot last trip?
I've just 4 a night for 7 nights.
4 nights or 7 nights.
Favorite thing.
And that wasn't all he was eating.
That's why they're on the endangered species.
Yeah, really.
If you're interested, it's $80 a person. I'm not going, but have a good time.
Thank you, Kevin. Steven.
So, Disney Parks just introduced spirit jerseys for dogs.
Really?
Yes, they did. So over a year ago, they introduced them for humans, obviously. But now for $34.99, they come in sizes small through extra large.
Yeah, just don't believe them with their sizing on the dog clothes, because they're like extra large. That was
like a
supposed to
medium?
fit a dog between 50 and 75 pounds, which is what Abby is. Not even close. Not even close to fitting her. And I'm like, you know what? Come on.
We
What's
already
a
got one for our
spirit
dog.
jersey?
Spirit jersey is like an oversized sweatshirt with like Disneyland written all across the shoulders.
Long sleeves.
They're long sleeve. They have them for Orlani. They have them for World. Now they became a thing out in Disneyland like last year.
Well, they're a thing before they were a
Right,
Disney
but I'm
thing,
saying they got really popular. Like, right?
Well, they were popular before, and then like what Disney has to do, anything that's popular somewhere else, they have to adapt it to what they do and then beat it within an inch of its life, to the point now that they have a piss yellow version of it that they sell exclusively at World
I
of
thought it was
Disney,
more of like
I
a
believe.
terrible mustard.
No.
First of all, I think we all agree Craig should see a doctor.
This is where, like,
That's the color.
I
should all see.
You're not drinking enough.
No, I drink enough. I bought them for Kylie. She loves Spirit jerseys because they're basically.
So you threw it at her and said, "Here, this looks like piss."
No. God, I would never buy her the ugly one.
I have a running one. They make them in different
I really
materials.
love Spirit jerseys.
It's like, because it's in
They're
between
really
a
cool.
hoodie and a long
They're really
sleeve. So it's like, it's perfect for just if you need something to keep you a little bit warm without like going full blown onto a hoodie level or jacket. But I am just so sick of them. I hate Disney jumping on a trend a year late and then just really overdoing it.
Well, for those of us that aren't so paying so much attention to emerging fashions like you, obviously, I didn't know anything about Spirit jerseys until I saw them. I'm sorry, saw them out at Disneyland last year, and I was like, "Wow, these are really cool."
So that we looked at the trends to Craig.
Yes, yes.
I bought.
So we're gonna stop bathing.
I bought Kylie's first Spirit jersey actually on the Oasis of the Seas back in September 2013, I think, when we did that.
And you
the
didn't
Diz
tell
cruise. I
But
did actually.
am I missing something? They went crazy last year, right? Like last year, they were like everybody, like they were selling out of them.
In Disney, they started the rose gold trend, and those Spirit jerseys, that was like a crazy madness thing. But they were popular even outside of Disney
They're
before.
big at schools. Kids,
Yeah.
there's a certain age where that becomes a big thing.
Sorority girls wear them.
When it comes to merchandise, these people become lemmings. They will run off a cliff if you throw a rose gold
Yeah,
Spirit
I'm one of
jersey
them.
down.
Didn't they
I'm
open
one
up
of
a
them.
whole shop because crap was purple?
There's a lot of
so
problems with
actually,
the world.
there's also a purple one for the dogs.
No, you know what? I'm going to speak up for the people that are one of those lemmings, okay? Because I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. I love my Spirit jersey. I did not buy, I bought some of the purple stuff, but a lot of it was for women because that's a thing Disney has to do. Everything is for women. Like, guys don't spend money, please. But you know what? These end up can be very special souvenirs. They can be very special reminders of a particular trip with a particular person. So no, I am not going to subscribe to your bitter, ugly view of the world. That I think they're cool. I like that Disney comes up with some inventive stuff rather than the same that I've seen for years and years and years.
Uh-huh.
Now, if that's your first trip...
Take a note of that time.
Take a note of the time.
Oh, sorry.
I can't believe he just didn't even know.
I didn't even catch it. I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad that
Thank
my
God
rapid
we're
fire
not-
really went this far.
Thank God we're
Now
not
we've got
live.
piss and
And now you're adding...
do it like a horn
All right,
sound.
stop, because now you're like adding to his edits. I'm very sorry. Thank God.
Bye,
we weren't live.
Disneyland.
So,
Put the beep. Put the censor
anyway.
New segment, Pete, voice of the people. Vito Werner.
It's like the opening to Les Mis.
Oh, God. All right, I'm done. Thank you, Steve. You're
welcome.
Corey.
All right, this is a rumor. Jackie wrote this up this morning. Mizner's Lounge at the Grand Californian Grand Floridian will soon be renovated to an expanded layout offering an enhanced experience for guests. According to a post on disboards.com, the rumor in news forum, the plan calls for 3 new rooms. And the first room, the current Mizner's Lounge, will be themed around Beast Library, and we'll have sofas and a seating area. The Commander Porter's men's clothing shop will be transformed into the ballroom, and that'll feature the main bar. And then the hallway outside the patio will be themed to the woods. There's no menu, but they say it should open in fall 2019.
I just read a different rumor.
This
that
is a
it's all-
rumor, yeah,
I just
so-
read a different rumor that it's all going to be princess themed. Maybe Belle is the princess they're talking about.
Yeah.
Could be. I mean,
This is a rumor. That's not confirmed.
yeah,
But
it's currently closed. According to this, it's currently closed.
is it? Because I was just had dinner at Citrico's literally on
So the lounge is
Wednesday.
currently closed.
So they just closed it because
And must
it
have
was
this can't-
open on Wednesday. It was open on Wednesday.
I don't know with that. So I know that the one rumor I think Corey said originated on WDWNT and
Blog
then-
Mickey.
or Blog Mickey, one of those two. And then one of our friends who's a cast member, I'm not going to reveal his name, but I don't know where he got it from, but he kind of broke it down as this step-by-step. Mizner's Lounge will temporarily close beginning this April. Commander Porter's will permanently close April 4th, 2019 at the end of the business day. There will be a temporary lounge set up adjacent to the Garden Tea Room on the lobby first floor during the refurbishment. The Grand Floridian Society Orchestra will move to a new location within the main lobby area. Men's apparel and offerings usually found in Commander Porter's will be available temporarily at various merchandise locations around the resort. Construction will begin at the Summer Lace in April to transform the location to a home for both women's and men's apparel. No closure of Summer Lace is anticipated, and in fall 2019, Mizner's will reopen with a new expanded lounge utilizing the former Commander Porter space.
Yeah.
All I can say is during last year, in that would have been June, for the Toy Story Land media event, they put Corey and I up in Grand Floridian during that event, and we closed Mizner's down one night and we were there at 2:30, 3 a.m., something like that, which that's not a surprise. But there was an Imagineer that we chatted on the way out. He probably doesn't remember.
I do.
And-
Yeah, he was. Yep.
and
okay.
he was literally with like a tape measure and stuff, measuring everything out, getting ready. And he said that they were
We
getting
put our
ready to do.
disguises on. We're like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, we just flat out asked. He's like, "Yeah, they're getting ready to do a project in here and taking measurements and getting ready." So it was one of those things you just kind of forgot about once nothing ever happened. But this has been in the mix. I mean, at least for a year, if not longer.
That clothing store, though, I mean, it's always empty.
Yeah.
It's just and do you really need a clothing store dedicated like that now that Disney Springs has expanded so much? I mean, I know it's nice to have something in your hotel, but
Yeah, but
I
not
think that
every
they're gonna-
hotel has those
Yeah.
kind of offerings available. I mean, it is the Grand, so it'd be nice to have a little bit more. But like you said, go to Disney Springs, take a minivan there. If you can afford Grand Floridian, you can afford a minivan over to Disney Springs, and then buy more than just some Tommy Bahama shorts and this and that. I don't shop there. I don't know what's there. I'm not going to pretend like I know.
I mean, with the popularity of Trader Sam's, I think this is really smart. Having a themed
Could be very
lounge
cool.
bar.
monorail line.
Yeah, I think that's like they're sitting on an oil field if they do something like what's rumored.
Yeah, and you need more at Mizner's. Like, I know people like it, but I've never cared for Mizner's.
Oh, I like
it's
it.
It's old, it's stuffy. I like when the orchestra's playing, but I
Because
feel like
that's
they
not
could do
old or
more.
stuffy at all. Earl, Ted, and the Geriatrics are outside playing.
Hey, they're doing their darndest.
They're great. They're great, but he's saying old and stuffy.
Yeah, the interior space, but I like them. It's
Like all of
Mizner.
this sounds great, but when they say the hallway outside will be themed to the woods, hopefully they do it. Not so cheesy. I'm sure they was. It's the Grand. They can't go too crazy.
All right. Thank you for that, Corey. Craig.
okay. If you're a fan of DJ, that awful Cars character that rode around the streets in Disney California Adventure, well, he'll be stopping by Sunset Showcase beginning March
He
31st.
is the most miserable human being.
Alongside, I hate DJ. Rhino, how do you
I hate
feel about
everything
DJ?
today.
How do you feel about DJ?
He's like that guy that you never want to show up at the party, but he comes in real loud, hot and loud, and you're like, oh,
Do you mean Craig?
DJ's
The
here.
driver
He's like
throws spirit
Craig.
jerseys.
Oh no, DJ is like the spirit animal equivalent of me. It's like, oh good, Craig's here. Oh good, DJ's here. So yeah, DJ's ready, set, party time. We'll have Lightning McQueen's pit crew arriving on the scene, getting everyone around DJ engaged in entertaining Cars-inspired dancing games. I am very much looking forward to seeing what happens with Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy because I do like cars. I'm not looking forward to DJ's ready, set, party time. It sounds awful. I'm sure kids will love it.
Oh, pit crew.
Thank you, miserable. Rhino.
So early morning magic hours have been, or early morning, early morning magic has been extended at both Magic Kingdom and Disney's Hollywood Studios. So early morning magic is a separately ticketed event that is available for Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios and Fantasyland in Magic Kingdom. It's held on select mornings. It says in the article, typically Mondays and Wednesdays at Toy Story Land and Sundays and Tuesdays at Fantasyland. But guests who are planning their next Disney vacation will be glad to know that the dates have been extended. Let me see. Through the end of August at Magic Kingdom and through the end of September at Hollywood Studios. So if you want more information about that or how to book that, you can head over to www.info.com or disneyinfo.com, sorry.
Or, yeah, they both work. Thank you, Rhino. All right, before we wrap up, John has a game that he played on a ship.
Do we have enough time? Because this
do.
is epic.
We have 15 minutes.
Make sure we have enough
you
time
have
to play
15
my
minutes.
game. All right, so
I'm
here's
starting a timer.
Really? It's going to go off. It's going to go to black no matter where I am in my game. All right, so here's how it came about. We were on the Viking Jupiter, and we found this game in their gift shop, and we thought it looked fun, so we bought it.
This is while you were dead in the water and being airlifted by helicopter?
That was not us.
Okay.
Not us at all.
Tell the kids I love them, Manny.
Exactly.
Oh wait, we gotta interrupt for a second because I'm just literally just getting this. The point charts for Riviera have been released. I just want to make sure because a big question about the Tower Studios and what they were going to go for. During Adventure season, Sunday through Thursday, 11 points.
Yeah. That's what these are for. These are for so you can.
I don't know. We're looking at
room.
like even the Grand Villas sleeping up to 12. Sunday through Thursday in Adventure season, the cheapest season, 104 points with 122. That's actually really, really good. The one-bedroom villas, like even in Magic season, 43 points a night, which is...
This is not the Boardwalk. This is not the Poly. These are not going to be the super highly coveted, rooms that they are elsewhere.
So we're going to have this updated on the site and a link in the show notes to that. But what do you think this is going to go for a night with the new restrictions? What do you think Riviera is going to go for a point? Copper Creek at 188. Do you think we go lower or do you think it breaks 200?
I don't think it's going to break 200, but it's going to go higher than Copper Creek.
So you think like 192?
Probably,
193?
yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Because it just keeps going up and up and up. And they just announced, just recently there was a price increase?
The price increase is going to at Copper Creek once it sells out. So they're saying it's going up to $200.
And aren't they building a timeshare at the old River Country? Isn't that going to open? Or
Reflections.
Oh, that's the one that looked like the Ramada Inn in the woods, yes.
Or let's say a rehab. It sounds like a rehab. You're going to it's like DVC rehab. It's a Disney rehab. Yeah.
I'm going to run into Courtney Love.
So, all right, just wanted to throw that out. All right, so I will not let that cut into your allotted
Now I have
time.
12 minutes. All right, so we bought this game.
I'm setting you back to 15.
We found this game. We thought it was fun. I thought I would share it with you. In the game, you are given a song lyric. You have to name the next lyric of the song. And if you can tell me in the game it's the song title and the artist, you get extra points, quote unquote. You get another good job. I've changed it to be all Disney songs. So you're going to give me I'll tell you the lyric, you tell me the next lyric, you say what the song is, and then what movie and or theme park ride it's from. We're going to start with an easy example. Everybody ready?
Wait, you mean you have to sing the next lyric?
I would love it if you sang the next lyric.
Do we raise our hand if we know it?
No, just scream it out.
All right.
Yeah, we can't go. I only have 15 minutes, Corey.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
We don't have time for your hand raising, Corey.
Hand raising. All right, so I'm going to start with an easy one.
It's great for audio, too.
Are you great?
Yeah.
Ready? Yeah, hand raising. The first lyric is, I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder.
Over sideways and under on a magic carpet ride.
Excellent. What's the song?
A Whole New World, Aladdin.
Don't get all cocky. That
For
was
those
the easy one.
listening, I did not see Steve's hand in the air.
Yeah.
Who was saying who
I thought
sang
we
it?
just had to shout.
Oh, no, I say I didn't put in who sang it. You can do that if you want to. If you want to get extra.
Aladdin.
The guy from Full House and
I do not
I don't
believe
think
he
you have to
actually
know the name.
sang.
I think just the character, right?
It's Brad Kane and Leah Salonga.
Yeah. Scott Weiner is Steve from Full House. He does the voice, not the singing voice. Now, who does the version that they play during the end credits?
Celine Dion.
There's always a new version, aren't there? Isn't there?
Celine and Peebo.
Or Ariana Grande. Could be Ariana Grande. All right, so that was the easy one. I've got some more. Some are easy, some are hard. Okay, let's go. And just shout it out, no hand raising, so we can get through this faster. I'm a sensitive soul, though I seem thick-skinned.
Seriously?
But my friends never stood downwind.
And it hurt that my friends never stood downwind. Song?
Hakuna Matata. And Ernie,
You don't have to say who
Sabella.
sang it.
Lion King.
Ernie Sabella Jr.
Ernie Sabella.
You know their real names for it pretty
You guys are like going really for extra credit. Just tell me it's from The Lion King. All right, you guys ready? Mm-hmm. Craig's got nothing.
Julie needs to be
Listen,
She
you
would
can
know.
quiz me alone all day. As long as it's not for Mulan.
that sounded
I don't
creepy.
like that movie. I do not know Mulan.
aggressively suggestive.
Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am.
Bigger and Stronger too.
stronger too. Maybe none of them will ever love you the way I
Exactly what I had.
Okay.
Me and you, boy.
But now I want to throw my
let's do a
because I
guitar
can't
next time.
unhear that.
And that's years go by.
Okay.
Now we need a
just do it
cover
for
album
Craig. This is
of Craig singing Disney songs as a
No,
cover
we
album.
need nothing like
we
that.
sell.
It's like the
don't
lead
need
singer from
anything.
That
Chuck
would
E.
make
Cheese.
so much money. We could do that.
All in
Song
Randy
name?
Newman.
Song name? What's the name of the song?
You've got a friend of me.
And movie?
Toy Story.
There we go. All right, you ready for the next one?
No, I'm traumatized now.
He showed the moxie, brains, and spunk.
Zero to Hero, Major Hunk
You got
from
it.
Hercules.
You got it.
No, I'm not singing it.
Come on, sing it.
We're trying to keep listeners, not drive them away and repel them into horror.
Rhino will sing your background, though.
I can be the three sassy ladies in the back.
All right, you ready for the next one? Hi-O the Merry-O, that's the only way to be.
It's definitely from.
It's
Snow
got
White.
no strings, but
Oh.
I'm not. I don't know the
kidding.
next line
Come
after
on,
that.
sing it in your head and you can get it.
Nah.
I want the world to know nothing ever worries me. I've got no strings, Pinocchio.
Okay.
I said Snow White. I thought it was this working song.
I want to
That's
be.
hi ho, hi ho.
That's hi-ho.
What'd you call me?
Hi ho.
I want to be where the people are.
I want to see them dancing. From Little Mermaid.
All right.
Miss Jodie Benson.
It's Jasmine from Frozen.
All right, I'm going to go a little bit harder on this one. Oh, this one isn't that hard. When trying to express yourself, it's frankly quite absurd.
I know the answer because I can see
Because
it.
you can see it. Would you have gotten them if you couldn't see it?
No. It's not a lyric that I think stands out in that song.
No.
No, that's why I picked it.
Oh, you get to pick the lyric?
Yeah, I picked
No,
them.
these are the cards.
I made these.
okay.
But I made these up. These are my.
Well, can we have a hint?
They just did a remake of the movie and none of us liked it.
Beauty and the Beast.
No.
I like that one, except for them not having handrails.
What's the line again?
When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd.
I don't know.
And we didn't like the remake.
It's from Mary Poppins.
Oh, I liked Mary
I like
Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
All right.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that was you.
All right. Say again.
It's from original Mary Poppins.
Original Mary Poppins.
Okay, that's not a thing. We're not going to call it original Mary
First
Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
We'll call it Mary Poppins Redux or something.
To leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. Supercalifragilistic.
Oh, supercalifragilistic. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, there it is.
All right.
That was a tough one.
Are you looking?
I'm not even playing because
You should play. Because this one's one you'd know. All around the cathedral, the saints and apostles.
Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins.
Sing it.
No.
Well, what's the next line at least?
All around the cathedral, the saints. I can't think of
He's gone into his corner. Leave him alone.
Look down as she sells her wares.
And as she sells her wares.
All right, how many more minutes do I have?
8 minutes, 18 seconds.
Okay. Shrouded in a daft disguise, they pretend to terrorize.
Grim Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize.
I almost had
Haunted
one.
Mansion.
Excellent.
Not the movie.
There's no place I'd rather be. It's from one of Kevin's favorite songs.
You got to give me more than that.
Tarzan?
There's no place I'd rather be.
Is it from Baby Mine?
I don't know.
Then on a surfboard out at sea.
Oh, Hawaiian roller coaster ride
Yeah.
from Lilo and Stitch.
See, if you would have sang it the right
Yeah,
way, we would've-
I can't get any of these.
I'm telling you, a cover album.
But we have to get him
It
to
needs
do
to
that
play the
every show.
song and then
Sebastian from The Little Mermaid.
So
baby.
how was I supposed to do it, Craig?
There is no place I'd rather be than on a surfboard in the sea.
That's actually the reason. That's how this game
Oh my God.
I love about it.
What have you done?
Must I pretend that I am someone else for all time?
That girl. No, is that Mulan? Who's that girl I say? The Reflection.
Right? What's the next line though? Must I pretend that I'm someone else for all time?
I don't know.
I told you I don't know Mulan.
I love Mulan.
When will my reflection show who I am?
Who I am inside. Yeah. Okay.
That was an easy one once you actually got there.
Well, when I sing
It's a chorus.
songs, I prefer not to know all the words.
Sometimes my words are better.
Hey,
If this is where the monarchy is headed, count me out.
That's from The Lion King.
you have to do it in a British, though.
No, I don't.
Out of service, out of Africa.
The morning.
I got it.
Child is getting wildly out of wing.
I just can't wait to be
Oh my goodness.
Great.
Hold on.
The accents added another
Didn't
dimension.
that like the monk in Vietnam set himself up?
Are you lighting yourself on fire? All right.
For those listening, shh.
I
pizza
thought
fire.
my heart had learned its lesson. It feels so good when you start out.
I know it.
It's
Meg
Hercules.
sings it.
Yeah.
I know.
I thought my heart had learned its lesson.
No way, won't go.
It's I can't
See,
say I'm
only
in
like
love,
three words.
but
I won't say. I won't say I'm in love. Is the
won't say I'm in
song?
it's the second verse, right?
The second verse.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. I
My-
love the song too.
My head is screaming. Get
a grip, girl.
I don't care for Hercules.
Unless you're dying to cry your eyes out. All right.
Were you waiting like for a
That'll do it for the
I
news.
thought as I did it, you guys would get the rest, but
Oh no. That's where I come in on that song. If anyone wanted to know.
wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home.
This is Roseanne out on the range.
From Jungle Book. I used to teach that to my kids all the time.
What's the next line?
Not the answer, but go ahead.
I'm playing my own game.
You are.
He has been for 20 years.
The bees are buzzing in the trees.
And making honey just for me.
You got it.
If you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ends, then maybe try a few.
Excellent.
The mumbling.
I think this is a hard one. You ready? Neighbor to neighbor, father to son.
All for one. And
From
one
High School
for all-
Musical?
From Newsies.
Oh.
Seize the day.
Seize the day.
Excellent.
We know where mine's at.
That was very good.
Don't let him sing anymore.
Okay, this one. You know,
Please do.
Any ballads in there?
I know someone's going to sing this one. Welcome to our tropical hideaway, you lucky people, you.
I really want to do the voice, but I
Do
don't.
it. No,
Should I do like a?
Is it Tarzan?
No, it's Tiki Room.
I was
Yeah, I don't.
Rhino,
Feel,
you're fired.
I'm saying I don't feel comfortable doing this voice, but
Why?
I don't have
he
a good Caribbean voice, you know.
You don't have a good anything voice, but this hasn't stopped you from doing it the
in
entire
talent,
show.
you make up for it in enthusiasm.
Do you know what the next line is?
Welcome to our tropical hideaway, you lovely people, you. Everyone in the show starting right away. We'd be in the audience too. All together.
Excellent. Good
I don't
job.
think I knew what they were saying before.
Pete, you look horrified right now.
All right.
Just swallowed his
Last one,
Last one.
because God help me.
We're gonna
think
play
this
this
is
on the
great.
plane tomorrow.
No, we are not. Because I'll tell you what, out the emergency exit you go, at 30,000 feet.
Pete's got the sign.
I was so nice. I put you next to me up in the front of the bus. If this is what you do,
Craig, I'm going to write a whole bunch of these for you and send them to you so you can do it online.
Deal.
Lyric. This vampire bat, this inhuman beast.
say it again.
This vampire bat, this inhuman beast.
The Greatest Show, Hugh Jackman.
Disney movie. Animated.
I'm way out.
That's in the show.
Think puppies.
Oh, Cruella de Vil. Oh, Cruella de Vil. I can't. I don't know words.
Something soon to be locked up and never released.
Excellent. She ought to be locked up and never released. 101 Dalmatians. Not enough singing for my liking, but I went just as I had hoped.
I just thought of something while the show was going on. I know who the new Corey looks like. Doesn't he look like somebody famous? I have a picture to prove my point.
Okay, so I get this all the time.
He looks like Dermot Mulroney.
Oh, that's not what it is.
Oh, he does look like Dermot Mulroney. You're
And I
You
right.
do look like Tobey
And I have a
Maguire.
picture. I have proof.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the air out of my game.
We never decided
Stealing
what
my
how to do
thunder.
the candle thing.
Well, it was up to you.
Oh well, does it have to be on YouTube?
No?
Okay, well why don't we do hashtag the Diz Magic Candle, and then tell us your favorite scent and follow us on Twitter.
I think the person who sends Kevin the best gift should win.
So say it again.
Do the Diz Magic Candle, and then tell us your favorite scent and follow us on Twitter.
Doesn't it need to be at the Diz and then hashtag?
No, yeah. Don't
Or
be at
sorry,
the
no,
distance.
not at hashtag the Diz Magic Candle.
Craig is looking.
I'm not picking a winner for this one. If it's on YouTube, I'll scroll through and get one at random after I put them all
All right,
in.
well, Steve
but-
will pick the winner.
I can do it.
That's what you do. Go out to Twitter and hashtag the Diz Magic Candle and tell us your favorite scent. And we'll take a look at all those hashtags. And make sure you follow the Diz at the Diz on Twitter. So if you're following the Diz and you post with that hashtag your favorite candle, you'll be entered to win. And that, thank God, will do it for this episode of our show. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next week with another edition of the Diz Unplugged. Have a great week, everyone, and remember, stay out of the damn lakes.
Sing us out, Craig.
God, no.